Thank you all for joining today. My name is Prashant. Thank you all for joining today for the largest Salesforce Bootcamp in the entire history of Marketing Cloud Bootcamps in the Trailblazer community. So, yeah, next session. Yeah. So, housekeeping rules during the session. If you have any questions, please post in the chat session. But post session, if you have any questions regarding the topics, or while you were practicing in your personal instances, you have any questions, utilize the link and or the QR code scan and drop your questions uh, into the link so that we could have a AMA session very soon. And then post the session, the recordings will be uploaded into the channel. And to the channel, you can have the QR code as well as the YouTube link as well for that. And for future sessions, please visit Singapore Salesforce Marketers Group for Pardot, and you can scan the QR code or utilize the link on the slide to visit and register for the upcoming sessions as well. Yeah. So today's session will be basically on Marketing Cloud infrastructure setup and admin. So how you can set up the Marketing Cloud, and what are all the admin activities that needs to be performed while creating user, or probably what permissions needs to be provided and all, and the quick resources and quick Q&A. And then at the end there will be a small quiz as well. Okay. Uh, you know, uh, you can take over, Funny. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So the organizing team. So Abhishek Nagar is the Salesforce Marketing Cloud technical lead for a consulting firm, and then Vishal Chawla is a solution architect for a consulting firm. That's myself, Prashant Vardhan. I'm a technical lead for a consulting firm, as well as Panindra. He's a chief technology evangelist for a consulting firm. Yeah. Over to you,
Thank you,
Fani.
Prashant. Thank you, Prashant. Let me share my screen. So let me go and share my screen. Let me know once you are able to see my screen.
Not yet. Yes, right now. Yeah.
Okay. Once again, thank you for joining, team. Uh, Today, our session episode 4, Marketing Cloud Bootcamp for Singapore Salesforce Marketers Part. Today, we have an infrastructure setup along with an admin activities, some of the admin activities, because some more admin activities will be covering by tomorrow's session, the next session by Manish and myself, Fanindra, and I'm a Chief Technology Evangelist working in Singapore. And once again, thank you for being a Salesforce trailblazer. And I would love to see all the trailblazers are stepping inside and then learn something on the marketing cloud side. It's a new era of the marketing cloud, a digital product. And yesterday we learned about the functional things, the implementation overview, and along with we understand the governance process as well. And today we're going to start the real marketing cloud flavor of a real marketing cloud. Today our agenda would be we'll get to know how to get a provision. Normally, the biggest question comes, it's funny. I would like to purchase a marketing cloud, or whom I need to reach out as a customer like me, whom I need to reach out, or some of the partners where they would like to, want to leverage a marketing cloud or for their demos to the customers, and their internal team want to try, practice, and then test, and then develop some sort of a proof of concepts within the marketing cloud. So two differences: how customers will get a marketing cloud org and how partners will get a marketing cloud org. And the next thing is we'll talk about different kind of marketing cloud editions. So you need to understand, and you need to understand as a partner what is the right edition that you want to recommend to the customers, and as a customer you also need to know what is the right marketing cloud edition for my business. All right. And on top of the edition, we need to know what is the pricing about it. Of course, there are some discounts which is going on for each and every customer, each and every partner based on their partner tiering system. However, we will explore what is the highest price for edition and what are all the features available for each and every edition. The next we'll jump into Salesforce Marketing Cloud, how we are going to logging into Marketing Cloud, and what is the complete Marketing Cloud look and feel. What are all the screens and what are all the navigations, which you feel definitely a real quick overview. And the next thing is I'm going to talk about a couple of user management and admin activity. Ideally, how you can create a user in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, how you can reset a password for an existing user, what kind of roles available in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, and how to assign a role to a user, how to create a role as well. And the next big thing is how to assign an extra product level permissions to a user. See, it's not always a user to be a system admin to see all the access, right? Sometimes some of the roles called channel manager, where they can see only the campaigns, only they can see some of the content assets, contact builder, content builder, and all the stuff, right? So how we could optimize the permissions for a certain users in order to make a complaints system, in order to provide a best security system as well, right? So overall, this is the agenda for today's session, and let's jump into marketing cloud provisioning, which is nothing but how to get a marketing cloud org. So in terms of a provisioning process, as I said, we have two personas, one with customer, the other one with partner, right? So when you want to become a customer, so the biggest question, hey, Funny, I will want to quickly start the marketing cloud account. I need a marketing cloud org, or I need a marketing cloud account. Whom I need to reach out to? So you have to reach out to your account executive. If you don't have any contacts with an account executives, so I would, I would request and recommend, uh, if you can go to this, I'll just share. I'll share my screen as well. I'll just stop this. Share my entire screen. So, as anyone, you can go to the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Marketing Cloud. So nowadays, in Google also, we are giving a result Salesforce Marketing Cloud certification. It means like how how demand we are in terms of getting a jobs in Marketing Cloud, right? So if you look at this digital marketing or the Marketing Cloud pricing, right? So if you go to this or Marketing Cloud automation software, so we have a concept of contact us. So if a customer wanted to contact us to a certain product teams, you can go and then contact us. We can watch some demos for the product, whatever it is, and then you can contact us to purchase the marketing cloud org. So this will take them to a page where you could sign up, and then the request will goes to one of our internal account executives who is working with your region. The person, he or she, will get in touch with you. You can chat as well if you want to know what kind of information that you would like to would like to purchase from a customer. So you can directly chat with our internal account representative as well, kind of a live agent ideally, so you can get complete details about it. So there is another, as I said, so we have an option here. So typically, as a customer, you can go to your Salesforce page and then you could chat with our account representative. Or if you already know some of the account executives, you could directly reach out to them as well, right? But when it comes to the partner, so partner is your preferred implementation partners who are sitting all the across the regions. So what partners does is partners want to get a marketing cloud org like us. So we are the partners. So what we do is we have a flexibility that we can go and then raise a support ticket under partner portal. If anyone have a partner portal access, so you can log into your partner portal account, and then there is a cases tab over there where you can go and then submit a case under partner program and benefits. Then immediately within a week you will get a complete partner access of marketing cloud org, which contains email studio, which contains the basic flavor of mobile studio, not a provisioning of short long codes. It'll just show you how it look like as a demo account. So if you want to more details, how to get a marketing cloud partner as your partner, you want to see how you can get an access of a marketing cloud org. This is a process where you can go and then what are the qualifications are required, what how you need to process. You have to submit a case under partner program and benefits, and then add your details. Then within a week, you will get to know. You'll get an email which contains a DocuSign form. You can just sign the DocuSign form and then click on submit. Then automatically within a week, you will get the marketing cloud org will be provisioned. So typically for the partners, what are all the marketing cloud features you will get? You can see what are all included here. The advertising intelligence reports for marketing cloud, 500 users, 500 business units, and available upon request. If you want more product level features, you could submit one more request. You just need to your marketing cloud ID, and then this you can request personalization, you can request intelligence reports and all the stuff. And these are all currently not available for our partners. If you want, you could purchase them as well. But as a partner tier, these are all some of the things where they're not encouraging to give it free for the partners as well. You have to purchase it from your pocket. All right, so this is a document where I'll just post in the chat, so you can go and then take a look as well. So partners who need MC org. All right, so let's go back. So this is a minimal process where how you can get the org, uh, whether you are a customer or whether you are a partner. All right, so this is the steps that you have to follow. So next thing is, what are all the different kind of a Salesforce Marketing Cloud editions and pricings? So the biggest question here is, so would like to interest to purchase a Marketing Cloud edition, but I don't have any further details, but I'm really not sure what kind of products available, what is the pricing and all the structure. Ideally, you can see under Marketing Cloud editions, when you go to the Marketing Cloud Salesforce page, you could see the four different kind of editions, one with basic, the other one with pro, other one with corporate. The last one is enterprise, which is a very enterprise level. The biggest enterprise companies can leverage it. So here you have a four editions for each and every edition. If you look at, if you go drill detail into each and every Marketing Cloud edition, so this link will talk about all the different editions in Marketing Cloud. So you can see that the basic, pro, corporate, and enterprise. If you look at the basic cost, $400. It's not a user level team. It is complete an org level. It's not like a sales service cloud or financial service cloud or FSL kind of concept of user licensing system. It is overall the org level, which you can purchase on a yearly basis or a monthly basis here. $400 per month you have to pay for a basic edition. So what are all the features you will get in the basic edition is email marketing, content creation, integration with Salesforce Sales Cloud. Only the basic will get all these features, and you'll not get the journey builder, mobile messaging, Einstein related stuff, or manage multiple business. So you'll not get all these kind of features. But when you want to take the pro, if you look at the pro also, it has completely same kind of a concept, but I'm not sure what is the difference between basic versus pro. When I'm looking into this, you look at, right, the cost would be the same and the features also would be the same, right? So ideally, 95% of customers will go with either corporate or enterprise. 99% of customers, because they have a huge discount rates at a corporate level or enterprise level. So that's the reason they'll go ahead with each and every, either corporate or enterprise. For enterprise, you'll see every feature you can available. You'll get all the features which you can leverage it, right? So if you would like to explore more features, and this is the basic features, right, but you want to drill down each and every feature based on an edition. So if you want to know all the details, you can get to know, this is a right link where this is a PDF where this will give you what is the best way that I can select my Marketing Cloud edition. So we look at the basic, right? The basic will start about what is the complete details about the basic edition, and the pro, corporate, and enterprise. It'll give you all the details. Inside the details, it'll show you what are all the API calls which you can leverage for basic, pro, corporate, enterprise. You see here, right? Basic, I don't think so. No one will leverage it. Pro 15 is something which is very less, or 2 million API calls, which you normally very less. So most of them will go to the corporate or enterprise for bigger systems. And you see all the API calls, automations, contacts, data extension, storage limits, super messages, users. So these are all the high level edition comparison. Along with this, you'll get to know what are all the features, each and every feature of Marketing Cloud. There's a profile center available, subscription center available, email templates, A by B testing feature, private IPs available, and automation studio is available, or dedicated MTA is available, or data encryption is available. So all this information, this is the complete drill down details of each and every feature. If you want to know more details about a glossary, so you can look at this glossary, or you can get to know what is AYB testing, and what is discover what is the distribution sending, what is the email archival capacity, email is what is email archival feature, what is email burst sending package. So this PDF will give you the complete details about. As a customer like me, I want to pick out of all these. I want to see what else is available. I can see the enterprise has a more advanced features and the more advanced permission that I could leverage, and I would do a lot of cross channel marketing. So I strictly go with enterprise or corporate in order to start with my marketing cloud. Make sure, team, when you would like to do a provisioning for any marketing cloud org, if you start with enterprise, there is no other way that you could come back. You can't able to change your enterprise edition back to corporate or a pro or basic. Once you purchase enterprise, you have to stay with enterprise only, or you have to completely decommission this enterprise marketing cloud org and completely have to start with the new marketing cloud implementation. You have to do all the migration from enterprise to corporate. There is no free tool available to do the migration. As always a best practice, where people wanted to start a marketing cloud, they always started with the corporate, the minimum corporate, or start with pro also. That doesn't that doesn't change your mind in terms of leveraging a marketing cloud. Start with pro, and if your users, if your customers or the subscribers are increasing day by day based on different channel cross channel strategies, then immediately pro to corporate you could easily migrate, because the account executive does that freely. From corporate enterprise, you can easily turn your org to a corporate enterprise easily, but you can't able to come back very easily. So you have to put a lot of efforts on the migration process, and you have to put a lot of governance process in order to come back as well. So that's one of my best practice in order to start with pro, and then slowly in a year you can move it to corporate, you can move it to enterprise as well, right? So these are all the stuff, and you see some of them saying that dollar price. So this dollar is nothing but it's an additional fee. It's like you have to purchase. Let's take an example: email archival process. This is not a free for every any edition. You have to purchase this feature as a separate cost. Even encryption also you have to purchase as a separate cost. Even disaster recovery also you have to purchase as a separate cost. And tokenizer sending also you have to purchase separate cost. So return path is a separate. Return path is out of the picture now. The return path is for decommissioned by marketing cloud, but ideally uh, the dollar amount, what the dollar picture, nothing but you have to purchase from additional cost that will not comes as a part of a platform feature, right? So this is what our edition and the pricing, and from every marketer or every customer or a partner, if you would like to guide your customers to choose the right to choose the right marketing cloud edition, I would recommend to use this sheet so that you could recommend your certain team to the best way. Lakshmi, yes, you can't able to downgrade your marketing cloud instance, Lakshmi. You only have to upgrade it. If you want to downgrade, as I said, you have to migrate manually from one org to another org. It doesn't. It's a huge effort and a cost, effort, resources, process, everything is going to be involved. Any other questions, team? All right, let's go to the next step. So, screens navigation. Now, I'm going to logging into Marketing Cloud, and then I'm going to showcase how the Marketing Cloud look and feel look like. Now you guys understand the Marketing Cloud editions and the pricing. So we have 4 editions basically. So 95% of customers leverage edition starting from Pro, Corporate, and Enterprise based on their marketing need and subject needs. And as I said, we only have an ability to upgrade. We don't have ability to downgrade once you choose the right edition. If you do so, you have to put a lot of efforts and processes involved that cost you double of that what you purchase and double of that what you're starting to implement, right? Let's start with screen navigation. Okay, so this is a typical screen of Marketing Cloud. When you're logging with Marketing Cloud, you can see all these fancy builders, fancy studios, and the calendar feature, recent emails, your Salesforce Marketing Cloud blog, and all the details. But nevertheless, I'm going to logging into Marketing Cloud now. So let's start with Marketing Cloud. You see, I'm always fancy to Sales Cloud, Service Cloud. No, that's all right. So this is a place where Marketing Cloud. This is where MC.S11 Marketing Cloud, which is MC is Marketing Cloud. S11 is your org instance, and the exact target is the one which we got. Exact target before Marketing Cloud. Exact target is a company who we acquired, and then still the URL will showcase exact targets because that is where their symbol is for. And this is what so if you want to see your domain, where your domain status and everything, let's take an example, right? So this is your domain S11, your entire marketing cloud has been hosting on. If you want to know your complete marketing cloud status of health, sometimes when you're logging into marketing cloud, the marketing cloud will show you some maintenance notification. Sometimes when you're logging into it, so there is an icon here, you will see some sort of updates on the marketing cloud side. And in order to see your health status of your marketing cloud, I always prefer, once you understand this URL, S11 is your instance. When you go to your status.salesforce.com, so this is the status for all the across the products. So you see here, right, you have such instance, domain, pod, or MID. So these are all instance is nothing but your Salesforce, Sales Cloud instance, Service Cloud instance, and all, like AP instance, AP16, and all the stuff. Even the one which have logged into Marketing Cloud, right? S11 is nothing but an instance. You're calling as an instance as well. When you come to your status.salesforce.com, you just enter your S11, click on search. And people ask, what is pod? Pod is especially for the B2C Commerce Cloud, because B2C Commerce Cloud has a different pod architecture. We're calling as a pods. So you could see all this in I don't see that. My click on the Marketing Cloud. Maybe they've changed it to different kind of a stuff. So you can quickly find here your Marketing Cloud instance. The Marketing Cloud instance is S11. So I can't see this Marketing Cloud S11. Maybe it's not showing here because it's a org, the partner orgs. I can't see this anymore. So let me check with MID. If you can't find your Marketing Cloud instance with S11, you have an MID here. Just copy this MID. All right. Just copy this MID and then put it here. Now you can see my MID is there, which is hosting on the DB 11129. I think this has been hosting with Hypercare, if I'm not wrong, which is region as Americas, stack 11, S11. And now you can see here, my overall system status is available, which is green, nothing but I'm perfectly all right. And if you look at my core services, which is hosting on different core services, my login services, my REST API services, and if you look at my green color, all my studios are completely up and running, no problem at all, no disruptions or no upgradings or no maintenance has been going on. If you look at my complete history of what's happening from the last 30 days, all good. If you look at last 7 days, my core services are exactly all my core services are perfectly all right. I don't have any problems. And I can see my maintenance window. When is my next maintenance window? I can see my next maintenance window on the Feb 19th, which is a part of a Spring 23 release. The instance is hosting on DB 11129 because I'm pretty sure this has been hosting on Hyperforce DB. I need to verify that as well. Look at this. My release Spring 23 has been hitting on Feb 19th on 1 a.m. CST, which is America's time zone. And my next Summer 23 major release is hitting on the June 4th. So this way you can find out the releases has been when it's going to be hitting out and all. But the best thing is, let's take an example. You want to know your entire instance notifications. Sometimes where the admin feels that funny, I'm not getting any notifications, or my entire product and service notifications are went on spam, or sometimes your organization is not accepting the domain of the marketing cloud, which delays, which went all your emails going into spam or some other, right? I would recommend to come to this instance. Once you enter your instance details, just click on subscribe. What it does is it will give you an option where you can put your email address, a Gmail address, or whatever it is, and then you will get a notifications. Once this activity completes, you will get an immediate notification. Once one of your core services has been disrupted, or one of your core services is going to be impacted with some certain functionalities, so this option will give you a complete idea about what are all the releases are going to be happen. Is there any maintenance window is going to be happen, so that you will alert your internal teams to make it work it out as well. So this is the concept of the URL. That URL, which is nothing but your stack, but we're calling as an instance. Now it's calling a stack as well. So If you can't find using this instance URL S11, you can always find to get your MID here. All right, so this is how the infra look like for a marketing cloud. So when it comes to the screen navigation, you see the marketing cloud org look like. You have calendar option, uh, where you can see what all the campaigns are running on within the calendar. So you could also create a new campaign as well. You can create a new events as well. You could define what kind of campaigns you would like to design as well. And so this calendar will help you out for managing your campaign planning. Not a very high level planning, but at least for managing your campaigns. I think this is minimal calendar what Marketing Cloud is giving you. All right. So when it comes to campaigns, the campaigns will give you what kind of a campaigns you have in your system. So that gives you the list of the campaigns as well. Right, it's been loading. So now we can see a couple of options here. So the journey templates, these are all the predefined templates given by Marketing Cloud. You could leverage these templates for building or testing. You could use a couple of retention journeys, onboarding journeys, and these are all some of the drip campaigns which Marketing Cloud has been recommending for demos or for your internal client communications or anything that you wish to know for your client or the partners. And you look at a couple of other details about the documentation of Trailblazer community, and you can post all your questions into Trailblazer community answers and questions. And these are all the Marketing Cloud blog, where every time Salesforce Marketing Cloud evangelist has been posting a couple of good blogs for the marketing. And you could see the Einstein Learning Center as well. What Salesforce Marketing Cloud Einstein provides and all the details, complete documentation. And you could see the recent sent emails, the recently content builder emails, and your journeys edited. What are all the edited journeys recently? What are all the automations have been run recently? So this is your home screen, and within the home screen you could see a couple of builders and studios: email studio, mobile studio, social studio, ad studio, web studio, and a couple of builder as well: analytics builder, journey builder, content builder, audience builder. And you could see Einstein as well, different kind of Einstein capabilities, which we're going to talk about in the later slides. And App Exchange, where you could install a couple of App Exchange packages as well from here directly into Marketing Cloud. And the platform which supports your package manager for deployments for one BU to another BU, and then you could deploy. You can leverage a couple of other platform features as well in this. Right. So this is ideally the screen. The Marketing Cloud screens look like. From each and every screen, you look at email. When you click on email again, so the look and feel will be different, completely different from the home screen. So this email studio will only cover the email activities, which contains your content. And you can look at the content, your subscriber management, your interactions, A/B testing, tracking, admin activities of email studio. And you could it will load all your content builder emails, the different kind of lists that you design, groups that you've designed, data extensions you have designed. So all you can see here on the right hand side, you could see the sends, the information about the Marketing Cloud sends. What are all the past sends? Is there anything that you schedule for a future, which is nothing but a pending? So those things also will be available here. And you can see subscribers. You can see all subscribers, different kind of lists, groups, profile management, shared data extensions, and all the stuff. So in the coming sessions, each and every person will talk about all these details. So no worries, you'll get to know each and every information about your subscribers information. And so this is a typical email studio look and feel. When it comes to the mobile studio, so you could see the mobile studio look and feel for Mobile Connect, which is, this is a platform where you can send an email, send an SMS to your subscribers. You have an opportunity in the administration panel. Let the load. Yeah, you can see the overview of how many number of SMSs you have sent and all the details. And you have an opportunity where you can go to the administration panel, where you can set up your short code, long codes here. And also you can set up all your keywords, opt-ins, and all the stuff. You could check it out here, and you can create a message from here as well. And when it coming to the mobile push, you have the same kind of look and feel. Group Connect, you have same kind of a look and feel. So mobile push is for push notifications. Group Connect is to send a line messages, especially for the line. This Group Connect is beneficial for the line. Social Studio has been retiring out, so it's very sad to see. but Social Studio is retiring. Ad Studio is the advertising platform where you can connect multiple ad channels and then you can promote your campaign and then get a lookalike audience. We could This is one of the best tool what I known for. This gives a lot of if you look at it, right, you can design complete. You can see all the status of your campaign, and in the administration panel you can go and then add a new account for Facebook, Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, Social Studio, Pinterest, Snapchat. So you can leverage all these channels for connecting your ad accounts as well. So this is Ad Studio, and Web Studio is especially for building a cloud pages. Cloud pages is nothing but like, if you want to host the page and then retrieve the information, or inserting certain prospects information, you could build a lot of cloud pages as well. And this is for the personalization, the Salesforce Marketing Cloud Interaction Studio, where you can build a lot of personalization here, and Analytics Builder, where you can see Datorama, intelligent reports, the Datorama and the normal out of the box reports here, and the Journey Builder. Under Journey Builder, you can see Automation Studio for creating an automation activities and all this stuff. Behavioral trigger for leveraging abandoned cart scenarios or third party trigger areas. A Journey Builder for the complete orchestration of our cross channel marketing campaigns. Content is for developing a content, HTML content, text content, and SMS content, push content, line content. All the content you can see under the content builder, and you can leverage approvals process also, which is nothing but you create a content and then you could send this content for your manager to approve it, to do some certain proofreadings, right? Audience builder is just for contact builder, the complete data designer, data model, everything is going to be handled inside the contact builder. Einstein is for managing all the Einstein activities, which include content testing, engagement scoring, messaging insights, STO, engagement frequency, copy insights, email and web recommendations. You can see all this information under the Einstein, right? So ideally, this is how the Marketing Cloud the look and feel, the screen navigation look like, and you have an option here as well under your name, where you have an option called Setup Cloud Preferences. You can see some tips, help and training. If you want to raise some cases, you can go on and click on help and training, which is linked to your Trailhead account, and then you could raise a case from here as well. And trust is the one which I've opened right recently, the trust.salesforce.com. So when you click on trust, so it'll take me to the trusting advisors for each and every cloud. So when it comes to your marketing cloud, click on status, and then it automatically opens the status of a marketing cloud instances. And then the one which I've told, right, I've just entered my MID here, and then I'll get to know the status of my marketing cloud, right? And this is an option for you to log out from the platform. And here you'll get to know what is your current logged in business unit. You can create a number of business units based on your edition, and this is the place where you see which business unit you're currently logged in, which business unit the admin has given you access to for. So this feedback will take you to the feedback section, and if you want to give a feedback on certain features of the products, or if you want to give certain specific products, so just choose a product and then give a feedback on the product level. That will take you to the product team directly. All right. So this is a screen navigation, and so that's how the marketing cloud looks like. Hope you like the navigation. Hope you like the screens and everything, right? Right. So let's go to our next. So look into the product diagram. Whatever I've explained you till now. So I taken this from the drip, which is ben.com. You see here, right, the complete product diagram, that what it looked like, the complete distributed marketing with marketing cloud platform. As I told, exact target is the one which you acquired from. You see email studio, web studio, content builder, mobile studio, automation studio, different studios and builders here. And here you can use the marketing cloud connect to connect with Salesforce platform, the loyalty management, sales cloud, service cloud, all the clouds you can connect from Salesforce to marketing cloud using marketing cloud connect. And then there are other tools out of the marketing cloud, specially called social studio, audience studio, data studio, advertising studio, Salesforce CDP, interaction studio, and Datorama, Google Analytics 360, Google Analytics. So they're all complete stack of marketing cloud products which you can leverage, and then you can just use the brains of marketing cloud for building a lot of channels and leverage these channels for building a marketing cloud strategies as well, right? Let's come to our topic where we learned the marketing cloud infrastructure now. So we need to learn the users, roles, permissions, and all. So when we start with the marketing cloud as an admin, so what is the process of creating a user? So user is nothing but is a user, the person who is logging into marketing cloud. So essentially you have an options here where you can go and then click on cloud preferences from an admin, and then this is a place where you can go and then create a user for your marketing cloud where someone you want to invite to be working with your marketing cloud. So you can go and then create a user. But before that, you need to understand, before to create any user, okay, before to create any user, you need to understand what are all the roles available inside Salesforce Marketing Cloud and what is the best role that suits for the users that you're creating it. Let's go to roles and then talk about a couple of details about the roles in Marketing Cloud. And there are some predefined roles are available for Marketing Cloud. I just clicked on my setup. I landing into here with the quick find setup option. Under the administration panel, you have a users option here, and below that there's a roles option here. Click on roles. So you look at right. So there are some 8 to 9 out of the box Marketing Cloud roles given by Marketing Cloud. I'm not done anything. These are all done by Marketing Cloud. I've not created any single custom role. Look at right, an administrator, analyst, content creator, data manager, distributed sending user, MC admin, MC channel manager, content editor or publisher, security administrator, marketing cloud viewer. So these are all the 10 roles given by Marketing Cloud as an out of the box. So most of the times where I leverage these 10 roles only. Yeah, I'm not going to create any other custom role because I don't need it. Most of the implementation teams, you don't require any custom roles, but some companies where they want to use their own naming conventions, what they do is they'll use SIS underscore sys underscore def underscore admin, right? Now what they'll do is they'll use the company name underscore, couple of the role name underscore or whatever it is. So they'll use the custom roles for their internal security, CSOC policies or compliance perspective. They use their own custom roles. If you want to create a new role as well, you can create a new role. But before that, you need to understand what is this role about. So an admin is the one who manages the entire marketing cloud, and as the admin has entire all the permissions, which is equal to the marketing cloud admin as well. The admin and marketing cloud admin both are same, so it has a capacity that they can do everything. Ideally, if a person want to become a super admin, I'll give both the roles, admin and marketing cloud admin. So these two roles are required so that the person can be able to manage your marketing cloud entirely, so that the person has an access of all the product across this. If you look at this marketing cloud, right, so you have an option of all the products, all these things. You have an option of, if you give an option of, the role would be marketing cloud admin and the marketing system admin. They can see all these clouds, right? So when it comes to the other, I'll just close these tabs. When it comes to the analyst is the one who just do analysis on the certain product. So it's not ideal that you can give a marketing cloud admin role. I would believe to give some certain analyst role. When you click on the role, you'll get to know what kind of permission the role has been given to the respective person. Click on analyst. So you can see the respective permissions here. So here I only given some certain permission to the person. Analyst is something you can expand this. Under the audience builder, what kind of roles I given? Under social engage, under marketing cloud, what kind of navigation that the person has to see, and you can see all the features available. You just give an access here. If you want to give an access, click on allow. That's it. So that the person can see entire audience builder, all these populations. If you don't want to give this owned, or if you don't want to give this tools option, you just to delete this. That's it. They can only see the number of permission that what you're given, so that a person only can see certain elements. Let's take an example. If you look at this campaign, right, the calendar. If you want to give a person only the calendar option here, if you see the calendar option here, you just go and then give an option of calendar here on. That's it. Just click on allow. If you click on calendar event, you can see a person can delete an event and create and edit an event in the calendar. So the person can see this calendar view option here, and then you can see, you can create an event and he can delete or edit the event as well. So these kind of options where you can go and then create an individual basis based on the permissions and the securities that what your company is going to design for your teams, right? So that's what the role is defined for. You can create multiple custom roles also if you want, but most of the times I would recommend to leverage the normal style Salesforce roles, which is given by Marketing Cloud. All right. So these are all the roles you have. You can see other roles as well, which you can get to know the under the resources panel. I created some links for the documentation. You can go through each and every role so that you can understand more on the role perspective. All right. Now, once you understand the roles here and the number of permissions you want to give each and every role, or you want to create a custom role for your organization perspective, first create a role. Once you've done this activity, now you can go back to the users. Now here, you need to create a user. Now here, I'll go and then click on create. So this is the place where you can keep the name, you can keep the reply email address, your notification email address, the same email address, your username of the person, external key you can kept as blank, and you can use if the person want to build some integrations or anything, just enable the API user as well, or it's not required. Put the temporary password, verify the password, put the same password, and then the most important thing what you have to do is once you enter this, right? Let's take an example, Fanindra. When I add my Fanindra gmail.com, you click on verify. Once you click on verify, an email will goes to a person. An email will goes to a very person. This person, uh, so if you look at, I already received an email. It seems so. I already receive an email. So once I click on verify, so that states that I can get in the next time onwards. I'll get so okay. I'll clarify certain things here in the user level. Step number one: a person comes here. Let's take an example of users. Let me cancel this. I would like to explain a bit on a different way in this here. I click on a new user. So in the first time, I'll add all the details. I clicked on submit. I click on save. Once you click on save, what you have to do is you have to share the username and the password that what you kept to your user, so that the user logging into it. Okay, that is what he do. Let's take an example. The user has been entered some invalid password, or he used some three invalid passwords where the account has been logged out. The account has been logged out, and then the admin will I'll inform to the admin, sir, my account has been logged out, or ma'am, my account has been logged on, so can you unlock this? You'll get an option here to unlock. When you click on unlock, right, what it'll ask you is it'll ask you to enter the new password. So the password where you enter the new password, right, the password, when you click on or reset a password, so an option to reset a password also I'll showcase. When you click on a reset a password, sometimes users say that, sir, I haven't got an email. When you click on a reset password link, haven't got an email. They'll say that I haven't got an email because you haven't got an email because you haven't verified your email address here. Once while creating a user, here you have to put your email address like this and then click on verify. Once you verify, an email link will goes to your email to verify. Once you verify it, then automatically next time onwards, when the admin wanted to reset your passwords, you'll get a password links to set your own password. So that's the trick. Some of the folks will come to me and ask me, I can't able to receive my emails due to this, because you haven't verified at the time of user creation. So this is a kind of a trick where people has to be very careful. They have to verify it. Once you verify it, then next time onwards, when you want to reset a password, let's take an example. I would like to reset a password for my user. I'll go to the users. Now here I can see my list of the users here. What I'll do is I'll select my user. I click on reset password. When I click on reset password, a notification will goes to the corresponding person where he can click on the link and then set the password and then logging into the platform. So it's as simple as that, right? So that's a process where you can manage, and the same thing, like if you want to give a more permissions for the managed roles, click on manage roles. So from here you could assign more roles for a single user as well. You can click on edit roles, and then you could assign multiple roles for a single user as well. But ideally it's not a best practice to give more roles. Either one or two roles would be sufficient based on the requirement need or based on the person need. All right. So this is the way that you have to give a more roles for a person. You have to click on the users. You have to click on the users, and again, guys, the step number one would be you have to create a role first. Or if you want to leverage out of the box Salesforce Marketing Cloud role, I wish to leverage it. Okay, that's the step number one. Step number two, create a user and then verify the user specially to receive a notifications of reset passwords later point of time. And if you want to assign a users with multiple roles, you can go and then click on a users and then choose a user, and then You have to click on the user, and then you can click on the choose permission, click on user, and then click on manage roles, and then you can activate. You could give up more roles, or you can deselect the existing roles as well, right? If you want to disable the user, you can click on the respective user, click on disable, so that the user will be disabled automatically. All right. So this is a process where how to create a user, how to create a role, how to add more permissions. So there's one more thing where you have a role. One person comes to me saying that funny, uh, there's a new person in my team where I would like to give more permissions for a person to work on Interaction Studio. All right, but he don't have an access of this personalization platform. This platform you don't have an access. It's showing as logged out. So in that case, what you have to do is you have to come to this corresponding role of the person like this. Go to the role, and then what you have to do is you have to come to this deep down personalization and then give an access for personalization here. That's it. And then click on save. There is a thing will come set sir, the problems are if I give marketing cloud admin under marketing cloud admin role, for because marketing cloud admin there are 100 profiles, are the 100 users are using it, but out of 100 users I want to give only for one or two users. In that case, I would request to create a separate new role, like a personalization access. You can go and then create a new role. Let's take an example of create a new role. So here you can put the IS access, interaction studio personalization access, and then come to this personalization access. Just give this access and then click on save. So I create a custom role for my two persons, my two key developers. Now I can go to my users. So I want to give the personalization access to my one of my two developers, which is Funny and Naveen. So I choose both the users. All right, first you have to choose a user, click on manage roles, and then the role what you created for Funny for Interaction Studio, right? Just click on edit roles, and then just provide additional access of Interaction Studio IS access and click on save. So this is the way, like, how a typical permission sets and permission set groups in Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, the same thing. If you want to give an extra permissions, rather than change the permissions at a global profile level, rather than create a new role and then assign that role to certain users, so that it won't impact for extra permissions for a certain users as well. All right. So this is the way that you have to manage your roles and permissions proactively for a certain users or through a certain roles. All right. So that's what our user management today. Let's go back to the presentation. So this is a process how to create a user. And if you wish to see your preferences, everyone has a ambiguity where I want to see my own preferences, I want to see my own stuff. So this is your user. You also have an option to change your security questions, to change your password once you're logging into it, and you could give an account grant account login access to support teams, and you can see your MFA events, which is nothing but once you are enabled multi-factor authentication, you could see all your MFA events, who are all the users are using your account and then logging into different locations and all the stuff. And this is the placeholder where you can see all your user details, time zone, capture code, API user enablement. And if you try to integrate your marketing cloud with the third party Okta, nothing but third party SSOs, nothing but an Okta Microsoft Authenticator, or you want to leverage with third party SSO applications, you have to use this SOAP Whistle. You have to present this SOAP Whistle to the team so that they leverage this and then integrate your SSO with marketing cloud. That will comes under the integrations as well and under securities. And you can see service endpoint, and you could see your security key, Salesforce Authenticator, because I use my MFA Salesforce Authenticator. I'm not using any one-time password, or I'm not using any security key, right? So under this, you can see my enhanced setting of email tools, like any content area selections, content area selection. So I'm just kept as blank. I'm not requiring anything now. So this is the overall, user management from a standard Salesforce Marketing Cloud Access perspective. And along with, you have an options here. You can see under default login preferences. So I can see the biggest question, right? Like, somebody asked me, funny, I want to, whenever I logging into it, I can directly landing into Automation Studio. So this is the page where you can go and then change your own preferences. Everyone has this option, irrespective of the role and the user, irrespective of the role that what they decide. You have an option, user login access, default login access, preferences. When they come here, you can choose which part of a marketing cloud area you're aggressively working on daily. So I'm a guy who manages org, then I have an option to manage marketing cloud dashboard, nothing but this page. But there are some people where they would like to implement daily 1,000 times their opening automation studio, then they use automation studio. Some people use a personalization, like directly logging into interaction studio. Some people average datorama. Some people averages your push notifications. So this is a default page. Once you're logging into it, what is your default page to logging into marketing cloud? And you see every day that is a page where you're logging into it, into marketing cloud, right? So this is your default login preferences that you're talking about it, right? Let's go back to the presentation. So these are user preferences, the cloud preferences, and the default login preferences. And this is the main area where you would like to integrate third-party SSO tools, where you want to give an information from the user for testing and validating. This is a place where you have to submit your SOAP whistle. And this is the rules. As I said, there are some 10 rules available out of the box by Marketing Cloud. And if you wish to, as per your policies and regulations and compliance, you can create multiple custom rules and then assign it to the people. Or if you want to add extra permissions for existing users, I would recommend to create a separate role and then assign that role to a specific developers to not to touch any of your existing profiles which impact your organization policies as well and the security governance as well. These are all the Marketing Cloud permissions. If you want to give a product level permissions, certain roles, certain users, so this is a place where you have to go and then see all the permissions across the Marketing Cloud. If you wish to change the password, so you can go and then change the password, and the notification will goes to a user. Or if you specially want to change your password, you have an option into your cloud preferences, and then you can change your password as well, right? So a couple of resources I would like to recommend, especially on Marketing Cloud Setup and Access, the Trailhead, complete Trailhead Trail Mix. There is one more where there is one more video. I would like to recommend Marketing Cloud Roles and Permissions. So these two resources are really helpful for if someone want to start their career with Marketing Cloud and then want to know how to set up a Marketing Cloud account and an access, and how to create a user, roles, permissions, and everything. So you can see all these two resources for this session to make it more clearer, right? A couple of success resources which I haven't kept today because this is the basic sessions, which I'm not going to keep any success factors. But I'll see if anyone has any questions. Um, Let me see if anyone has any questions. Okay, some of them have already replied. Uh, Security level permissions, Murugan, which is nothing but allow is nothing but to provide a permissions to a person to view and to access the certain features. Deny is something that no, it's like enable disable. That's it. Nothing much. Yes, list will act priority. Which role would we give for integration user in Marketing Cloud? Integration user, when you create a user, right, Prakash? So ideally, I would personally believe for an integration user, he needs an access of certain data elements, contact builder or contact, because that is where the API will go and hit your data extensions. I would personally feel like give a system admin profile because that doesn't harm anything for a data integrator because he doesn't change much of the things. Or I would recommend to create a custom role if you want your org policies, your org have a complexities on securities, and you can create a custom role as well for a UPI user. But make sure at a user level, the API user has to be enabled for the person. Otherwise, you can't able to get any API access. So I think the other questions were Prashant have already. What are the clouds? And can see the admin extension marketing cloud. Okay, there's no difference. It is like the one table. It's not sharing examples, translations or Zoom call because over here I'm getting small and blurred screens. Sure, Sunil. I'll find a Zoom session definitely. It's so blurry. This is Akash question. Continuation is different. All right, team. I think if any questions, I think I'll happy to answer those questions. If not, thank you so much for joining this session again. So tomorrow we have a session for episode 5. The session at 26th of Jan, and we have the same marketing cloud account settings. So this is part of an admin. As I said today, some part of admin we are covering, and next session, some more part of an admin is covering account setting, which talks about the password policy, securities, and all the stuff, and the brand builder setup, domain setup, reply mail management, send management, sender and delivery profiles, email archival enablement, how to raise a support with Salesforce, what kind of category that you need to choose, and how to check the Salesforce trust status, which I already explained today. Uh, and this session has been handling by Manish. Is one of the marketing champion in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, and he's a Salesforce MVP in Singapore. And he's working with CPR Vision, and he's one of the delivery head and solution architect with CPR Vision. He's based out of based out of Hyderabad. So he's going to take episode 5. So please feel free to register and then learn from the extension of the current session. All right. Thank you so much for joining with us today. And I'm handing over to the Prashant. If any questions, I'm happy to help you out. And I choose the feedback of all the members. I'll try to move it to the Zoom, and I'll find out a way to move it to the Zoom from next session onwards. And once again, thank you for joining with us. I'll hand it over to Prashant. Thank you, Prashant. I'll stop sharing and I'll stop the recording as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Funny.